What is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today we're back in Spin Tires hauling a van with a gooseneck in CCS's off-road Duramax. Now, this truck is not really the most focused on towing. It's actually a lot more of a crawler focused truck, as you can see by the suspension setup with the long arms, the coilovers, the full cage. Oh god, that van moved a holy crap. Hold on. The parking brake was on? Are you kidding me? Oh god. No. Now we gotta put it back on again. Damn. Okay. Alright then. Well, no! I didn't need that. I needed to get back in the van and go back to the garage, rescue it, so we can put it back on the trailer where it's supposed to be. The only thing is, normally, vehicles don't have any problem staying on that trailer. I've used that trailer before. Oh, yeah. Subtle mud truck in the background. Actually, there we go. Get it to like spawn in its suspension fully. Okay, so I actually don't know why this won't stay on the trailer. I mean, the truck, it was weird. The truck moved forward. The truck and trailer moved forward, and the ramp, or not the ramps, but the van itself just kind of like stayed back where it was. It didn't really move. Yeah, I want to get them to just before they're in the ground. Alright, we've got contact with the ramps. So far, fine. Yeah, so far 100% fine. Just get it a little bit further up the ramp, and we'll stop it right where it is. Right where it is. Turn the engine off. And the parking brake should be on. We'll go ahead and bring the ramps back up. And it might also be a weird hill thing, because some vehicles have, like, they have this weird issue with hills in Spin Tires, and I'm not sure, that is one thing that I'm not sure why it is. Okay, so now it seems to be staying on there just fine. So, first of all, this bridge, I know it's like, right off the bat, we're starting to, oh god! Right off the bat, it's tricky. Only thing is, I need to find a place where I can, or really more like a line that I can take across this bridge without the trailer wheels falling off the side, number one, and without the trailer tipping and sending the van into the creek. God, if you saw this coming down like a backwoods trail, that'd be a hell of a, like, I don't know, I feel like you'd almost be a little bit confused, because number one, you'd be like, first of all, well, actually, you'd be like, holy crap, he had to have some insane balls to get a gooseneck trailer back here. Secondly, you would probably wonder why he was towing a van back here. Although this van is actually pretty cool. It's lifted, it's got big tires, it's got actually a lot more suspension underneath it than you would think it does, considering the fact that it's really just like, it's just a box van. That's like that's all that it is. But it's got some beefy looking axles, a good bit of lift, and general grabbers. Although you can switch out the tires if you wanted to, but since it was going to be on a trailer for the entirety of this video, I decided that the general grabbers were fine. I don't really have any experience with general grabbers in real life. I know the Mickey Thompson Baja Claws are supposed to be really, really good, which is what we're running, actually, funny enough, on the Duramax. But Baja Claws are supposed to be really good. Baja MTZs I've also heard decent things about. And then also, if you want to get into a slightly more hardcore tire, you have the entire Interco Super Swamper, line of tires. If you want boggers, that's a different ball game altogether. Switch up to third gear. It's smoothed out a lot now. We're in fourth. Probably, yeah, it's going to change up to fifth, and we can just cruise for a bit. It's a shame it doesn't have a tow haul mode. So if it had a tow haul mode, dude, that would be awesome. Just something that altered the transmission programming to be more suited to pulling a trailer in automatic mode. And really, by the way, down the river is the only way we can go with this thing. That's the only way we can take. That's the only way we can take. That's the only way we can follow the road, really, because it picks back up further down the river. God, the truck is squatting a hell of a lot. I don't know if that's a terrain change or if that's. Oh well, no, I think that was just like the bottom of the river. This should be our, yeah. This is our turnoff, although this does lead to what looks like a huge swamp, and that's the last place I want to take this setup. That really is the last place I want to take this setup. I mean, with a setup as big as this, a swamp, and, well, as big and as heavy as this, a swamp is the last place you want to be. I mean, if you have enough traction for it, more power to it, go for it. Oh, God. I just realized how crooked the van was on the trailer, too. I mean, that's particularly crooked. All right, we got more flat roads. I'm going to go back into automatic, and hopefully we can just cruise. All right, fifth. Does it have a sixth, or is it going to just go back down to... It's going to hover between fourth gear and fifth gear. Is there a sixth? Is there a sixth gear to be had? I mean, I doubt it, but we could try. Oh, there's a sixth gear to be had. Back to fourth, though. See, it's weird. It can't make up its mind. It really doesn't like making up its mind when it comes to pulling a trailer. Even on flat ground, like even any little bump on flat ground, it's either screaming fourth, or in some cases screaming fifth, but if it tries to go into sixth, it bogs. Now, to avoid any... Oh, God, the truck actually kind of got pushed to the side with the trailer. That was weird. Now, we're going to probably, I would say, leave it in low 3 for the rest of this. For the rest of this bog section, I think low 3 is probably the best fit for it anyway. Low 3, I'm like, yeah, you're good here. You're good here. You can just kind of, do your kind of do your thing. Come on, there you go. There you go, Duramax. I'm going to let it just keep itself in low 3 for the rest of this little, like, it's not even really a hill. It's kind of like down into a slight mud hole, then back up a hill, and then it smooths out again. If we can get it up into high, I'll do it, but I don't want to get it up into high somewhere where we might stall, because stalling out sucks, especially with a trailer, because then you end up rolling back, or you get into this weird kind of place where if you mess up your shift, which I know is kind of hard to do in spin tires, but if you do mess up your shift, you'll roll back more. And actually, you can see, oh God, yeah, high is too risky. I'm not gonna do high. It just bounces around way too much, and you risk throwing the van off the trailer. I love that we have the option of low 3 though, because it's nice to have like a really reliable way to just stick it in a gear and go. That's what, God, you guys remember from the tech demo how, well, if you've been around here for a long time, you've been watching spin tires since the tech demo days, you remember like what the old transmissions used to be like. And granted, they were good at some things, but other things they were a little weird. They were a little sketchy. Come on. Oh, you're bogging down again. Why are you doing this? Back to automatic. Well, not even back to automatic, back to first. Oh, I see. I had the map spun around the wrong way. So we could, yeah, we don't need any fuel. Wow, they even stick the fuel at the back of a mud bog. Damn, you really need, like, you need a well set up truck to make this map work for you. I mean, not necessarily like a super crazy truck, but like a truck decently well set up, like a truck like this. Hoping there's no more mud holes for a while, because that means I can get into high range and kind of stay there. Not even kind of, I can stay there. It's much better that way. Come on, come on. Oh my God. Ooh, that was a wheelie. No. There we go. Oh, that van is inching too close to the edge. That's too close to the edge for me. That van is like well, actually, when you look at it from this angle, it's not too bad. But when you look at it from any other angle, it looks like it's right on the brink of falling off, which is slightly concerning. I mean, I'm having to like strike a balance right now between wanting to get to that down to the objective and wanting to keep the van on the trailer. Obviously, keeping the van on the trailer and getting to the objective is the most important thing, so I'll do that. I'm not gonna just try and rip in high and bypass the mud, because if you try to do that, I mean, you could, but you run a really high risk of hitting a tree, knocking the van off the trailer, and having a bit of a bad time. Does that light... Oh, yes. Dude, the entire light setup works. Alright, home stretch now. Let's do this. Oh, well, actually, if you can kind of see, it looks like we're getting close, because, like, it looks like right here we go... we have a little bit of a corner, and then it looks like it goes downhill again. So it looks like it's just a big downhill all the way to the objective. And it also looks like we're kind of within the last quarter of climbing this hill. So, like, that actually is... That's brilliant to me. That's super legit and brilliant. Use your grip, bro. Use your grip. It's digging. It's digging. It's actually kind of walking a little bit. There was, like, if you have the back tires in the ruts and the front tires, Adam, look, the truck walks. It's weird. Like, if you ever see a truck with, like, that's been lifted on blocks, and then one of the, like, and then part of the block spring combo shifted, then the truck will kind of dog track or dog walk or whatever you want to call it. But, oh, downhill, finally. Finally. The truck likes automatic mode a little bit more going downhill, but not even that much. Like, you may as well leave it in automatic even going downhill right now. God, you know that's some, like, hella thick mud when you're going downhill and the truck still wants to be in automatic mode. So close, though. It's like, oh, the mud stops. Oh, thank God the mud stops. Jeez. It's one of those times where I'm like, yes, we're finally there. We're finally freaking there. Dude, oh my God. Get that trailer pulled up out of the water. Not bad. All right, shift over into high. And then, oh, actually, no, yeah. Just hoping we can, you know what? I'm going to turn my lights off because it's easier to see the van. And if I'm in high, then I want to be able to see what the van is doing, and I want to make sure that it's not going to fall off. But so far, we can just cruise it. Hell yeah, dude. Come on, come on, come. There we go. Oh, no. You are freaking kidding me. That was so damn close. Dude, we just literally came so close to spilling the van off the trailer. Oh my God. I would actually been kind of sad. And here we are. And to make it official, we are going to lower the ramps, and we are going to drive that van off the trailer. Because at this point, we're officially here. Get the van started up. Back her down off the trailer. Don't you dare. Oh my God. Oh my God. Well, we still got it here. It's still official, but I didn't realize it was that uncentered on the freaking trailer. Well, I mean, hey, your van is still where you asked it to be delivered. You didn't specify whether you wanted it delivered on its wheels or on its side. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and check that load off my list and say we're good to go and we're done. But if you guys enjoyed this episode of Spin Tires, don't forget to leave me a like. Tell me in the comments below what you all thought of it. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe for more. I'll see y'all later. Talk to you guys next time.